Hey everybody, this is Alex.
And this is Boschka, we're Fool's Odyssey, and this is episode 44. And today we'll be talking about Thor Ragnarok.
And for my prediction, I thought Pashka would enjoy this movie. So, was my prediction correct?
I did, ish. The thing is, like, I've watched this movie before, so I guess the second time I watched it, the joke felt a lot more
Flat?
flat. Yeah, I guess that's the word. I was about to say cringe,
Yeah.
but flat works.
I didn't. How can I say? Like, the humor in this movie was kind of okay. I felt like
No, the humor were great. The first time I watched it, I remember I enjoyed it a lot. Like, all the snip and all the whatever. I thought it was charming. Like the first time I watched it, but now the second time I watch it, I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty flat about it.
No, I thought the funny bits with Thor was kind of weird.
Yeah.
I liked everyone else's funny bits, but
Yeah.
the ones with Thor was kind of like,
Yeah.
you know? So, supposedly, like some of the lines that Thor said was improvised by Hemsworth.
Okay.
I mean, I get it. He's good at improv and comedic timing, but like
breaking the character.
not breaking the character, but it's just like it wasn't that funny. It wasn't that funny to me. I don't know. Was it like super hilarious to you? I guess.
Well, not super hilarious. Like a couple of times, like ha ha, like
Yeah.
got a short chuckle here and there from me, but
Yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, yeah, like you're exploring a different side of Thor, but like at the same time, the Thor that we know is actually quite different than the Thor that was shown here. You know, so like you're saying, like it felt out of place, but did it really felt out of place to me? I don't think so. I think it's just like the next step for Thor's character, in my opinion. Okay. What else? Give us more of your overall impressions without the spoilerinos.
I think there's a lot of parts that they're kind of like just skip over, right? Because I don't remember Heimdall and Odin being exiled. So when they put it out there, I was like, wait, hold up. The first time I watched the movie, I kind of just like took it because I don't know about the rest of the movie, right? I didn't watch it. But then this time we watched them all, and I still have no idea. So I was like,
So, actually, watching these MCU movies, does it now with context, does it make it more enjoyable or less enjoyable, or you don't give a shit?
That's I guess a lot of the what you call it, like a cameo kind of, like a lot of info kind of mashed together, so you kind of make a full story. So it's kind of like I see, so this is why this is that, so this is why that's that. Oh, that's right, Bruce was this with that, that's why his Hulk la da dee la da do. I'm like
I see. Okay.
like it's like piecing puzzle together.
I see.
It feels pretty satisfying, but is it really necessary? That's up in the air.
It's kind of like reading a novel and then like a novel series, and then you started from like book 5. Like, sure, you might be able to get some of it through context, but like it's more enjoyable if you read it from the first book, right? Yeah. Well, but that's good to hear that like with the full story, you're able to enjoy it more than you did before when you watched it the first time. Yeah, because I remember watching this in the theater with you actually, and yeah, I just remember you laughing the entire time.
Yeah, because it was funny.
Yeah.
Like, because again, at that time I didn't know what Marvel movie was like all about,
Yeah.
right? And then they threw me this thing where like the characters, especially Thor, was just like quipping and joking, and it's like supposed to be like a serious action movie, and it's just like start doing stupid shit like in the chain in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, first time you watch it, it's like it's like you find it fucking hell,
Yeah, that part with Thor,
Yeah.
that was funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that part, but like, how can I say? Yeah, so they're exploring a different side of Thor. They gave him it's less restrictive with Thor. Like, not only did they change his character a little bit, but they changed his appearance too. He doesn't have that long hair anymore. He has the short hair that Hemsworth
Right.
always has. So, actually, I think I was reading at this time there was rumors saying that Chris Hemsworth actually wanted to stop playing Thor
Because
after like the end game, I guess, because same with Chris Evans and Tony Stark, but then he changed his mind after this movie because I think this movie,
wait, hold up a second.
yeah,
They wanted to stop playing like Iron Man and stuff.
Yeah.
There was a
It was after
I didn't.
10 years. Of course, he wanted to stop playing Iron Man after 10 years, right?
Okay.
Well, his reason being is because he's an
Yeah.
actor, right? He doesn't want to be tied down to just one role forever. He wants to,
Well, I mean, he could still act on other things, right?
yeah. But then with Marvel, it's a big commitment. Like you have to be able to film cameos and other sequels and things whenever, right? You're pretty much like on call for Marvel. You never know when you're gonna film that cameo. Or,
I see.
or even like Marvel decides, hey, we're gonna have a TV show for you. You have to be in Iron Man Armor Wars, or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's not. Or you have to, hey, you have to do voiceover for Iron Man cartoon. I mean, he is kind of expensive as an actor, so maybe Marvel doesn't really give too much. It doesn't like care too much. But yeah, as an actor, he wanted to explore other roles. He wants to be known for other things, not just being Iron Man,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which
So who else is this? So Thor, Iron Man, and who?
and Captain America
I
at
see.
this at around this time, anyways.
At this point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then, after this movie got released, Chris Hemsworth was just like, "Yes, I want to keep doing Thor. I want to do more Thors."
Yo, because this is probably kind of like, well, the thing is like the last couple of movie where Thor was like the main spotlight has been pretty shit.
Yes,
So
exactly. So
I kind of understand that.
yeah,
But Iron Man, I was kind of surprised. I'm like, really? Iron Man stuff has been great the whole time. So
well,
and even Captain America too. So,
yeah, but the actors want to explore, other creative opportunities, right? So for Chris Evans, he wants to be more like the director, which is fair. I
sure.
mean,
All right.
as an actor or as a person, you want to grow, and if you got, and then the character arcs are done, right? Like you can't really explore anymore with that.
I see.
Well, with the direction they went, they could have easily have thought of something and have them go on, continue the journey,
Mm-hmm.
just like Thor. The Yeah, I don't know. That's all I have to say. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit too much.
That's fine. That's an exposition, right? I have no idea about this shit, so.
No, because I feel like when we ramble about these stuff, it's like, oh, I just forgot what I was trying to say. You know.
Did you have a note for that? For the exact reason?
No, I have notes for the stuff that I want to say, but not the overall impression kind of stuff. You know.
I see, I see, I see.
It's not. I don't have a script. You know. I keep saying you know. You know.
I don't have a script, so, you know.
Anyways, all that aside, we thought the movie was pretty fun and pretty great. That's our overall impressions. So going on to the characters, let's start off with the smaller boys. Actually, let's start off with the cameos. Doctor Strange. See, I was excited to see Doctor Strange because I wanted to see him do some cool magical
did.
shit, right? Which he did, right? He got teleported around. He gave him magical refilling beer. He got him to go through the portal easily. His costume design was changed a little
Yeah.
bit. Like you see him wearing the yellow gloves.
Yeah, I kind of went, I'm like, I kind of don't like that.
Well, that's more of a paying
Traditional.
homage to the traditional. And I think his blue undergarment was changed a little bit too. His blue shirt. I think it changed a little bit, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, master of the mystic arts, indeed.
Yeah.
He was able to do some cool shit.
Well, things like, it feels like he, kind of just, how do I say this? He could, like, easily take care of, like, Loki and Thor at
yeah.
the same time if he really wants to, kind of thing, you know what I mean?
That's why I'm saying every time we see Doctor Strange, I want to see him become more and more powerful, right? Because he's studying, he's learning all these magical abilities. I truly do believe that Doctor Strange should be one of the strongest Avengers.
Well, with the stuff that he can do, yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's just that if you get in close and physical with him, he's done. He's gone. You know.
Well, I mean, technically he could still just, use his, like, the weapon, the Mirage weapon, or, like, just teleport them away and stuff like that.
That's true.
Just
Yeah.
fly away, stuff like that.
Well, it's like Naruto handjutsus, right? You gotta be fast enough with your hands to be able to
Right.
do all that stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a good cameo.
Yeah, I really like
And
that.
it's a good, what do you call it? So instead of, like, having, like, a 20-minute arc of, like, looking for Odin, they're just gonna, like, okay, here's the thing. And it's a funny, cute cameo. Here you go. Okay.
Yeah.
You go over there. It kind of gives, like, a good transition to the thing, so
They're trying to accelerate the plot.
it was well executed.
Okay, yeah, and since we're talking about Odin's next because he actually had a small part too. His part felt like a cameo as well, almost, right? Because he wasn't there for the whole thing. He was in like 3 scenes, maybe, right? What's it? But his scenes were impactful, like him talking to Thor about Thor and Loki about like Norway and Asgard, and then
Why Norway in specific?
it's because that's where the Vikings were. That's where that's where the Norse mythology was born.
No, I mean, yeah, but just because of that. Like,
Yeah, I think so.
that's
Also,
why I said home.
yeah, that's home. And also, like, I don't know if you noticed, but like the Norway scene was really like bad CGI. I think. I don't know if that was on location or CGI, but it just looked like it was CGI.
For me, I don't know. Even if it's on location, it feels, I don't know,
Too fake.
bland.
It was too fake. Yeah.
It feels bland, just nothing.
I'm sure if you were to see it in person, it would look amazing. But like through a screen, it's just like. Hmm? But yeah, I really like Odin's pep talk at the end. He's like, "Oh, what are you, God of Hammers? No, you're the God of Thunder." You know, I like Odin. He felt like a father in this movie.
But the thing is, like, it kind of, yeah, well, no, I agree with that. But I had like a weird feeling because, like, when the first time he showed up, he's kind of like super mellow and super whatever, right?
Yeah.
Second time we show up, he's just like, like full of funk and just go like, "Hey, what the heck? Come on, you're not a God of Hammer, you're a God of Thunder. Do something with your thunder," kind of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, that kind of contrast is kind of like, well, okay, I guess. Kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of. I guess it's like him accepting death, and then versus him trying to cheer Thor up. I guess different. It's like it still feels very fatherly, So I don't think it's too out of character.
All right.
The only thing I wish though is that we got to see more what's it, hijinks with Thor and Odin Thor and Loki trying to find Odin in the city. Yeah, I want to see, like, because in the comics he was supposed to be like a hobo, Odin was supposed to be like that
Oh, the hobo old man.
yeah, like that crazy homeless guy who's just like, your salvation is here and the end is nigh, that kind of guy. Yeah, he was supposed to be like that kind of hobo, because like he lost his memories, right? And then Thor and Loki has to bring his memories back or something. I think that would have been kind of funny to see.
Really, I didn't know that there was a episode like that.
Yeah, I think they're trying to reference that, but then I guess they cut that scene out or they didn't film it. I believe they were supposed to. I remember seeing like set photos of like Odin in hobo gear. Yeah, so maybe it's due to like rewrites or time constraints. I don't know, but I would have loved to see more Odin doing like silly Odin stuff.
Well, but it's done. Odin's not gonna appear anymore.
Yeah, he's gone, which is a shame because we never really got to see the full power of Odin.
Well, I mean, the whole time we see him shooting like a little bit of a laser left and right, and then that's it, right?
I know, but
we saw that part.
He's the protector of 9 realms, like.
Well, the thing is, like, it seems like from the mural and everything, it wasn't him that does the whole thing. It was the daughter, right?
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Being the protector of 9 realms and everyone speaks so highly of you, and you have the Odin Force. I want to see some Odin Force, man. All right. So okay. Overall, I didn't feel like they're wasted characters though. I like seeing them in this movie. Okay, now going on to the minor characters. The slightly less minor characters. We got Korg and Meek, the Grandmaster, Scourge, and Heimdall.
Right.
So I really like Korg and Grandmaster's character. I thought they were pretty funny.
Which one is Korg again?
Korg is the rock guy.
The rock guy, the one.
Yes.
The rock guy with this very flat and small voice.
Yeah, like that high pitch voice.
Revolution. It's not like that.
And then Grandmaster,
shit like that.
Jeff Goldblum.
Grandmaster is the
Jeff Goldblum.
yeah.
Like anytime Jeff Goldblum does anything, it's always gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's the one thing.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think they even gave him a script. He just said, "Okay, just be yourself," and that's what he did.
Yeah. he's just like, okay. So Grandmaster is just a dude that run this place.
Got it.
Okay, action.
Korg and Meek. And I know in the comics they were, how can I say, more brutish, more actiony.
Okay.
But in this one they made them a bit more goofy.
Yeah, in the whole movie I just thought that he's just goofy.
At the end, at the end where Asgard when Asgard blew up, and then he was just like, "Oh, as long as you have the foundations, everything will be okay." And then it blew up, right? And he's like, "Oh no, never mind." I thought that was kind of unnecessary. Like they kind of just threw in a joke just for the sake of it. Kind of. I kind of wish it was just like let them be sad about it.
I don't know. I kind of feel like there's a lot of that happening in this movie. Just for a laughter. Nothing particular like useful or important, but they just do that for shit and giggles. Like I think there's a lot of stuff that they do in here. Don't you think? In this movie especially.
Did you feel like it was cheap laughs, or it helped like how can I say like shift the tone?
No, not at all. It's just like there's a lot of moment like that. So when they kind of do that again, I'm like, yeah, I mean, whatever. This one just wasn't as funny, It just feels like that. Like okay, it's another attempt at joke that just doesn't land very well.
Yeah, I mean, like with a comedy like this, you just have to keep writing jokes, even if it doesn't land all the time. You still have to put them in there because at the end of the day, it's a comedy, right? You're supposed to have someone will laugh at it. Yeah. So, anyways, Meek, we didn't really get to see him do much. In fact, he got sliced up and then turned into a grub at the end of the movie.
Meek is
The bug guy
thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's cool, I guess. He's a cool character design, but we didn't really get to see much of him.
Do anything. Well, I mean, just like everybody other than Hulk, Thor, Loki, and that Valkyrie girl, they don't really do actions, right?
Yeah.
Even the janitor dude got like I guess he's a plus extra, so.
Yeah, well, at least with him and Heimdall, they each have their own like little mini story in the movie, and it gets completed in a nice way. It gets wrapped up pretty nicely. Even though Meek, I guess I can say Meek is more like because he's always there with Korg, so it's not like he took any screen time away from any characters, but I kind of wish they had him do a little bit more while he was there.
For me, honestly, like both of them don't really do much to begin with. I have like no attachment toward them because I don't know about the comic either. So honestly, them being there or not doesn't really,
doesn't really affect
me in any way. Yeah.
And then Grandmaster, love him. I think he's completely opposite how he is in the comics. I think in the comics he's more like stern,
serious.
Yeah, stern, serious, and he's like
stoic.
And like he treats the contenders of his contest of champions like toys, like action figures to play with or something.
Well, he kind of does that, doesn't he? It's just that the tone is different.
The tone is different, yeah. He's more like flamboyant and kind of over the top.
Yeah.
But again, none of these I felt like a wasted character slot. Like,
yeah, I think it's great. I don't know. I think like for me, how do you call it? Like, because I kind of got bored with like like for example like somebody ruled a certain planet and they're all like this bald, super smart and super ambitious character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have like somebody who's just like like literally a goddamn lunatic. They just do whatever they want. They behave the way they do, and they point out the stuff that doesn't really matter, but it kind of like doesn't sit well with them. But like it kind of like like they have absolute control, as in, like they do whatever they want. And that that lightness of his attitude makes it feels even better. You know what I mean?
Well, there was a character kind of like that, Scourge. Like he had a bit of a mini arc in this movie where he was like, he's just trying to survive, trying to make a name of himself, and then you have to pick a side. Do you want to die or do you want to live? Right?
Yeah, obviously, but that's the thing, right? But it's a two different position, right? I'm talking about Grandmaster, where he's like the ruler. He has everything, so he just go. But sometimes you could see it, right? Like for example, like an empire, like so he's like this dude. The top of an empire is always like a dude, stern looking, like all this super militaristic, like those things. Even though they control like the whole goddamn several planet and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why the attitude of Grandmaster being just super, flamboyant, just do whatever you want. But like clearly the wiring is wrong with this dude. But he can still do whatever he wants. This is great.
Yeah,
it's refreshing.
Okay, got you. Yeah, I agree. I really do enjoy Grandmaster's character, and I would like to see more of him. And apparently,
will there be any more of him?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I wish got snapped.
I would love to see more Grandmaster. And
but
apparently, him, Grandmaster, and the Collector are brothers in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know how it is in the comics, but
who? Brothers?
The Collector. The guy that took the Power Stone.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can see it.
Yeah, they're related. So
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'd be surprised if they didn't.
Everything has to be connected. It is MCU. Right? Scourge, nice character arc. Didn't feel like a wasted character slot. He didn't really do much though. That's the unfortunate part. He kind of just there to show like remorseful regrets and sadness. But given the situation, you would probably act the same way, right? Like you wouldn't just throw your life away.
Nah. Depends where I'm standing.
You want to be standing and not lying on the ground dead,
Well, yeah, if I'm standing, I mean, I could grab a weapon, at least throw a, popsicle in her face or something,
Well, he tried to. He tried to, and he got stabbed in the heart for it.
Well, good. Should have done it earlier.
Yeah, honestly, I thought he should have died earlier, but whatever. Redemption. I'm not too fussy about it. He didn't really feel like a wasted character arc, but
well, because the thing is, like, we know that he's weak, very, very weak.
Yeah,
he's a weak man. He's a janitor. He's a janitor in the middle of a warrior world. You know what I mean?
Well, he is Asgardian at the end of the day.
He's an Asgardian janitor. Just remember what he is.
Still
Doesn't matter
strong.
what kind of world it is. There's always a weakling.
Yeah, but his weakling is stronger than the strongest man on Earth.
So, we're not fighting against an Earthling here. We're fighting against the strongest Asgardian in existence. It doesn't matter if you're human or you're janitor or you're whatever. Like, if she look at you wrong and you just die with a blade pierce in your heart, you'd be kneeling too. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. And then Heimdall, what did you think of his story arc in this movie?
I always hated his armor.
Okay.
I really do. His armor looks like stupid. It kind of like, I don't know, like his helmet was really ugly. I guess I like his armor. It's just his helmet was like ugly.
It reminds me
really
of
bad.
It reminds me of Saint Seiya. Like the Taurus armor, I guess. It looks like the bull armor from Saint Seiya ish. I mean, maybe that's where they got their inspiration from, right? But I actually like his character design in this movie. Like that's red leather armor, his long hair.
Yeah, this one he looks like, I don't know, like the greatsword actually fits him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When he was like swinging the greatsword, the key thing, the first greatsword thing.
Yeah.
It was just like, and then with his like, he kind of has like this, what do you call it, like almost like a desert folk kind of thing. You know what I mean? With all this like cloth and with like this the scarf and the just like and he's like fighting the whole thing. I thought that looks really, really cool.
Yeah. Well done, my friend.
Huh? Okay.
But I wish he had a little bit more scenes. Like if they really wanted to, if I'm like super nitpicky about it, I would have just gotten rid of Scourge character arc and put in more Heimdall.
No, yeah, I agree. I don't think the Scourge, because the thing is, like, I don't think he matters very much.
No, I don't.
Because let's just say we just erase Scourge, okay?
Yeah.
And then at the end, just have Heimdall, doing a one last man / and then and then climb back up the ship. I think it'll work too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It would have been the
like
same.
At the end, my question would be like, where was Heimdall? Why is Scourge doing all the thing? Well, what are you doing?
Well, Heimdall was being, I guess, overwhelmed by those skeletons.
What do you mean? The skeleton only comes up from one side.
I have no idea.
That's what I mean.
I have no idea.
Now you gave me a nitpick.
I don't know. Maybe the skeletons are like ants. They just appear out of nowhere. You just don't know where.
Well, no, we clearly saw where it came out from.
Well,
it's like from the blade that was piercing from the side of the ship, right?
Yeah.
And they were climbing from that.
Yeah. Well,
Heimdall could just make a choke point and just start slashing left and right. We don't need Scourge, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, I guess he really wanted to have Scourge in there. I have no idea.
That's what I mean.
But again, just because we're kind of nitpicky about this, it doesn't mean they're wasted character slots. I felt like they filled the role. I wasn't complaining.
Yeah, it gives us the
Well, I wasn't complaining too much. I wasn't complaining too much.
It kind of shows how was that like I think the Scourge character kind of shows that even the weakest Asgardian is still an Asgardian.
Yeah,
you know
exactly. Okay, now let's go on to the big baddies before we go into our main dudes. So, Hela and Surtur. Honestly, these bad guys felt like bad guys, if that makes sense. Like they felt threatening. You know what I mean? Like you can feel their their strength and their power. Whereas the other MCU villains, you kind of just like, oh, okay, that's it, you know. But these guys, they didn't even, the heroes didn't even finish them off.
Because like for me, like a Hela, the flashback of the Valkyrie and whatever was like great. It kind of shows the extent of the power.
Oh
right?
yeah,
Because
that was a beautiful shot.
even Thor, like just like fist to fist with the drunken Valkyrie, still lost. Just like in CQC, right?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. And then now there's like, what? I don't know how many were there out of the Valkyrie, but they just got like mowed down like like an infantry to a machine gun.
Oh, yeah. even when she first had her fight scene with the Asgardians warriors, she just finished all those guys off like it was nothing.
Yep. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, Asgardian tends to be like very mookish when it comes to like big war.
Yeah, but it was still cool.
don't they?
Still cool
Yeah.
CGI.
But the thing
scene.
is, like, I think the thing that kind of, I don't know, it's probably we just don't really thought of it, but I kind of noticed one thing is that the fact that he killed the four stooge, the three stooge, the Thor best friends and whatnot.
Yeah. And then Thor didn't say anything.
Yeah. Yeah. That Thor just completely. Oh yeah. Moving on.
Yeah, that's actually gonna be my nitpick is how easily they killed the Warriors 3 supposedly.
Yeah.
Supposedly Thor's best friends, right?
Yeah.
I just hated how
nowhere
they.
to be fine.
I just hated how they got shat on.
Well, for me, I'm okay. For me, I'm okay with them being shat on. It's just that I guess this is the way of them getting rid of them because from the last like 2 movie of Thor, they serve no purpose. They just there to be in the way.
I know, right? But
I guess this I was like, you know what? Okay, you guys are done. Good job. Peace out. Blade to the heart.
I know, but like, okay, in the first movie they had a pretty good sizable role, but in the second one,
Yeah.
deleted, pretty much deleted.
Yeah, and the third one, okay, before
Before-
people say shit anymore,
Yeah.
let's just kill you off right away.
Well, at least give them
And
a
have
cool fight scene where they're all fighting together, you know, not just the Asian guy.
Yeah, because they're weak.
The Asian guy did it.
Did what?
He managed to fight Hela for a little bit. At least he had a cool fight scene with her.
Here's the thing. I think you're misunderstanding something. A fight and a one-way murder scene is a completely different thing. Okay? A fight is where one person and the other person standing on a, on a stance where they, inflicting, offense and defense and, the thing happening. Not just one person beating the hell out of the other one. That's not fighting. That's called maiming. Okay?
But it would have been cool. It would have been cool to see the 3 of them fight together.
And got maimed together. I think it will make Hela feels a lot more stronger.
Yeah, that's the whole purpose of them dying.
It's just a Mook's 1, 2, 3 dying in separate scene. Doesn't matter. We don't even remember their names. So just
I don't know. Because they're based off comic book characters and they're important characters in the comics, So it's kind of
was in the comics, yeah, probably, but in the movie they serve nothing but irritation on my heart.
Yeah, they serve cheese platters on the side at the craft table.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I know, but like Hela, yeah. So the purpose of them dying was actually to make Hela look stronger. Which I mean, she's already strong enough as it is. She doesn't need to be any more stronger.
But then they just push it. They just show you that there you go. You see all these people that was kind of like not just a mooks. They got killed easily.
Oh, yeah.
And then they show it again. Oh yeah, Thor, right? Yeah, beat him up.
That's true. Every time they fought, Thor has lost, which is nice. Yeah,
Strong as Avenger.
I
Got wiped.
I really like how.
But
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Has Hulk ever fought Hela?
No,
Right?
I think he would have probably suffered the same fate. To be honest.
Yeah, probably died really quick too because I don't think Hulk guards.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? I really like Hela's character design. Her costume looks great, and when she does
her head.
Yeah, when she does.
Reminds me of Samurai Jack's Aku.
Oh yeah. I really like how when she slicks her hair back, it transforms into the helmet. Yeah, the Aku helmet.
I thought so too, but like the thing is, like I like her without the helmet. Like her hairstyle, I really.
Oh yeah, she looks really good.
Nice.
I think the actress is a natural blonde, but she looks good in black hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because how do I say this? Because for me, I don't know. because for me, like the act of putting on a helmet, meaning a sense of being on guard. You know what I mean?
So you felt
Like
like
the thing is, like if she's so strong, she should just like
just do whatever.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I think that's just her war gear.
Mm.
Like,
Well, I mean, the thing is, like it looks cool regardless. I don't know, like when her helmet's kind of. I don't know. I'm kind of like conflicted about her helmet. It makes her look evil,
yeah,
but not cool. That's
yeah. No, I know what you mean. Like, it's a cool helmet design, but I prefer her with the long black hair. No, yeah, I agree. Same.
Oh no, I mean, with the Langhauer is cool, but like the thing is, like I don't know, I kind of don't dig the helm. I wish the helm was more something. I don't know,
Oh,
because with those like spider protruding kind of thing, it kind of feels I don't know, almost silly. But it does make her look evil. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, that's the whole point, to make her look evil, right?
I guess.
Okay, what do you think about Surtur's character design?
Well, I don't know because for me, like at least the Ragnarok that I know of, was not just destruction of Asgard, right? It's destruction of the whole nine realm, like everything.
Well, is a
So when they say just destruction of Asgard, I'm like, I guess it's an MVCU twist.
Yep, yep.
So I mean, I guess like whatever. But I think Surt looks cooler small than big.
Really interesting.
I think so, yeah. Because when he's like when he's giant form, he's just like the the Human Torch with a cool helm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was just it. He wasn't like I wish he was like wearing some like spiky armor or something just to make it like very.
Oh, I see.
menacing.
Yeah, yeah, I see what you mean. Like when he gets
Yeah.
bigger, he becomes more like awesome and amazing.
Exactly. Has like some protruding something, spikes or like probably even like menacing flaming aura or whatever.
Nice.
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Or like things are melting around him, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Oh yeah, that would be really
yeah.
cool.
I mean, they kind of showed that, but not really, because he was like, that wasn't the main focus of, or that wasn't his main purpose,
Yeah.
right? His main purpose was just to shove the sword into the core of Asgard. Yeah. I mean, he has a cool character design. I like it, but
He does.
he's still kind of like, eh.
Yeah, he could be cooler.
Yeah. Well, he served his purpose, so it doesn't really matter.
He does. I don't know. I kind of really like Surt, so like just him in general.
Oh yeah.
A flaming
A
giant goddamn titan with a flaming great sword. Yeah, that's like that's like Roman there.
Oh yeah. They made him so cool in the opening sequence too, but he was like,
Yeah.
but Thor
Sitting
easily,
on a throne.
yeah, Thor easily just destroyed him. So that sucked.
Yeah, because it's not his time to unleash his true power, right?
Yes. Well, yeah, I guess you could say that he wasn't at full power at that point. Okay, now we go into the main four, the Revengers, as they call themselves: Hulk, Valkyrie, Loki, Thor. Let's start with Valkyrie first. So, what do you think of her backstory? Like her dealing with PTSD, trying to run away from her troubles, and just going to drinking and trying to like fade away into obscurity.
I don't know, cause she kind of had like this weird what do you call it? Like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna get on revenge. I'm gonna help you get to Asgard and whatnot. Right?
Yeah,
Was there a trigger to that, or did she just go like, you know what? Let's go.
it's called plot armor, and
So yeah, there was no particular reason. She just
no,
like,
I guess she
okay.
just decided like, fuck it, I don't want to run away anymore. I'm sure there might be a deleted scene or something where she realizes that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Overall, I thought,
Mhm.
how can I say? Like again, I like her character designs. I like her character backstory. I wish we got to see more Valkyries though. She's the last remaining Valkyrie. We only got to see one scene in which everyone got slaughtered.
Yeah, and it was in slow mo too.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. That was a really cool scene.
That was a cool,
Beautiful
scene, yeah.
shot. But like at the same time, yeah, I want to see some Valkyrie do Valkyrie shit. I want to see some Pegasus and flying horses.
Nah, I haven't seen a single spear yet, and that worries me.
Oh yeah, they're supposed to use spears.
Because as far as I know, yeah, Valkyrie is known for spear. Where's my Nibelung Valesti? Like,
Well, in this one they used was it Dragon Tooth or whatever, Dragon Bite.
it's a sword,
Yeah.
right? Cool.
I'm guessing. Well, it's so much easy. Well, do you agree with me? Would you agree with me? Is that swords are easier to design to be cool than it is for spears?
I mean,
Like,
I want to say not necessarily.
have you ever
because-
seen like a really cool, unique design for a spear?
Yes. Did you know that? Here's the thing. I'm a huge fan of Fate. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
In Fate, there's a
a mindless, like insane amount of like unique sword, spear, stuff, and everything, you know. And a lot of like even other classes like riders and whatever use a spear. So if you ask me, have I seen like a unique, cool, badass, like just doesn't make sense kind of spear? The answer is yes.
So
Of
okay, so
course.
now comparing that to a sword, which one was like more amazing or more fantastical?
Then let me ask you one thing. What's the what do you call it? What's the point where something stopped becoming a spear?
I don't know what's the definition of a spear? It's a stick with a pointy end.
Yeah, if that's the thing. Like for example, is a halberd a spear or no?
It's a type of spear, I would say. I don't know if I would classify.
So it's a spear. Well, then everything is fine. That's what I'm saying. Then everything is fine. If a halberd you think is a spear, then a dragon what you call it? A dragon glaive is a spear. Uh, a dragon glaive is like it's like a spear, but the blade is like a greatsword blade.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah. But then you could imagine how fancier and more insane that thing is, right?
But this is based off of Norse mythology, right? So it has to be more closer to their designs.
Exactly, then it'll be a spear. Spear is easier to design, first of all. And for a Valkyrie, you don't have to make because Valkyrie spears are, goddamn spears. Those are shiny spears with a cool pointy ends. Because even the Dragon Fang was just a sword, right? With not even some weird design too, it's just a sword. We didn't get a close look up to it, did we?
Not really, but I know it's like a green color to it. It's a different color.
Well, make the spear colored blue or something. Make it red.
I don't know.
Like if it's just colored blade.
Well,
Yeah.
probably some artist designed some weapons, and then the MCU guy was just like, sure, sword it is.
Do you want to know why? The main
Why is
reason?
that?
Because it's harder to do an action scene with a spear.
Yes, I agree with that. Especially since she got
That's
because you
right.
saw close-ups of her, right, using the sword. So it's harder for her to it's harder for the director or choreographer to swap in like the body double. That I agree with.
That's because that's the thing. Because like a sword, it's easier to what do you call it, to choreograph to do action scene with. Because with spear, you have to you have to be like tactical because like spear is kind of like to keep the enemy away, right?
Well, it would have.
But then if it's for like rule of cool, there is a way to make a spear do like a close spear action, but that's took a lot more expertise and whatnot. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I agree. It's like for a movie to use a spear, they're gonna do like a bunch of that spinning shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
spinning like a helicopter and fly away. But overall, I thought Valkyrie's story arc was good. The character design's good. Weapon was good, despite the fact that it's not being a spear. I would have loved to see a flying horse though.
I was surprised that they actually did a Pegasus. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
I thought they're gonna do like something
Oh,
different.
like a fly.
Like they're not riding a Pegasus, like they're actually riding like a flying bike.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a flying
Like-
hippo or kind of thing, like a
Yeah.
like a different take on it.
Like I was thinking, like they're kind of like
Hmm.
because the whole time Asgard has been like technology, right? Then suddenly they went like, oh yeah, Pegasus exists. You know?
No, it doesn't exist because Hela killed them all. Remember?
Well, it existed.
Extinct is the word you're looking for. They're extinct.
Existed.
Existed.
It used to exist.
Okay. Moving on to I want to say Loki.
Loki. Loki's still as Yuki as Loki can be.
This one, I felt like he has the most change. Like, because in was it all the other previous appearances of Loki, he pretty much did the same thing over and over again. Like, oh, I'm gonna sacrifice myself. Oh, oopsie, it was just an illusion. Haha, got you. And then he rinse and repeat for the next movie. But in this one, he actually had a complete 180 change for character.
Yeah, how so?
He's actually supported Thor, and he actually wanted to help him and help Asgard. He doesn't want to fight for power anymore.
What?
It's the big show.
Well, no. But what I'm saying is, he kind of like in the end he still took the Tesseract. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He still does what he does. It's a Loki thing. I don't think he changes like dramatically. I guess even the God of Mischief knows that he gets old pretending to be dead every time.
Okay, well, here's the thing. When your planet is exploding and there's no other ships to use, how would you escape? With the Tesseract, obviously. He's not stupid. He's pretty smart to grab the Tesseract.
Hold on a second. Was the last part of the movie didn't show that Loki got onto the ship?
Nope.
Yes, it didn't. I completely didn't.
Yeah, right? It just showed...
And Thor
Didn't notice.
keep
Yeah,
a damn
exactly.
either. I was like, okay.
Well-
yeah. As great as the people, I just sent my brother to death.
Well, I think Thor kind of just... Was it... I was gonna... Just assumed that Loki got away somehow.
Okay, here's the thing. You just said it yourself. It's the only ship. No, he has another ship that gets there, didn't he?
No, it was just the long blue bus. I don't think there's any other ship.
No, but there's. Well, that's how he get to Asgard to do to summon Surtur, right?
Oh, the orgy ship?
The orgy ship.
That one, actually?
The fact that I remember that thing with the exact same name.
I guess, yeah, if you really want to make an argument, Loki could have used that orgy ship to get onto the bus.
I mean, that's how he get away, didn't he?
Yeah, I guess.
That's how he get to summon Surt, so it has to be Surtur.
Surtur, I guess. Yeah, okay, sure. I buy it. Whatever. Whatever the reason may be, taking the Space Stone was a good idea. I would have taken an Infinity Stone.
Well,
Yeah.
of course.
It's unlimited power, you know?
It's a battery. You can use it for anything.
You and your batteries, dude. I do like Loki's character costume design. This one, it's actually not like green like the usual. It's like blue.
It's a black. Oh,
Yeah,
is
it's
it blue? For me, it looks like black
Yeah,
green. Which is a good
the screen is
combination.
dark, right? But like I think it's supposed to be like a more bluish color. But anyways, it looked really great.
Yeah, for me, I also like the combination move. Get help. Here's the thing. Imagine if Loki actually goes okay, let's do get help in front of Hela. Help! My brother need help. Throw Loki, got split in half. Game over.
It reminds me of. Did you ever finish Naruto?
Let's just say yeah. No, but
Okay.
yeah, go on.
So at the end,
I'm okay with spoiler because I know I'm not gonna read it.
So the final battle with in Naruto, it was Naruto and Sasuke versus Kaguya, and they needed something to distract her, but they didn't know what to do. And then Naruto's like, "I got an idea. She's been banished for like 5,000 years, and she finally came back. And she'll never see this coming."
She's probably pent up.
Yeah, exactly. So he uses his sexy no jutsu, and it's all.
So that's why.
And then she got Yeah, so that kind of reminds me of that. Like they're using the combination attacks to So yeah, as you're saying, if they did get help on Hela, that would have been pretty funny.
You think it would be funny? Yeah, I guess it would be a better joke then. As long as the foundation is still intact.
Yeah,
it'll
exactly.
be a haven.
Like they used that stupid distraction that somehow worked.
Well, I mean, again, Loki also is like a god of mischief. Like you just shoot a lot of illusion and stuff like that.
Yeah, that could have worked too. Like he didn't use any illusion magic in this one, really.
Yeah, he did once.
Once.
Not in the battle.
So
The one that he got caught when he's trying to hijack the ship, right?
he had this problem that we have with Loki is the problems that we had with Thor's previous appearances.
In the beginning,
yeah,
yeah.
which is Thor never used lightning attacks, but in this one, Loki never used illusions. And however, now we got Thor who unlocked his thunder powers, is able to use thunder whenever he wants.
Yeah, but Loki now that's the sacrifice of Loki's ability.
The budget's not there.
Exactly. Well, I guess we don't have to worry anymore because Loki's done anyway.
Hey, spoilers.
What do you mean? He got trapped in Asgard. He died though.
Oh yeah, sure. He didn't. No, he's fine. He's fine.
Is he?
Oh yeah, he's on the ship with Thor, and they're gonna get blown up by Thanos.
Ah. Oh, spoiler.
The movie's been out for 2 years now. There's no more spoilers.
Hey, I haven't played Final Fantasy VII yet. Whenever shit comes out, I'm like, spoilers!
No, yeah. In this one, his relationship with his brother feels a lot different than the previous movies. I guess it's steadily improving.
Because in the second one, they kind of work together and,
and whatnot,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So I think that one was like the thing is like kind of like they try to accept each other, like trying to yeah, I guess accepting each other is the right word. But then in this one, they kind of accepted that
They're not.
both of them are
Yeah,
different,
both of them different.
you know,
But then they ended up,
Yeah.
because of that, they ended up becoming
working
closer.
together anyway. Yeah.
Which is great. I love seeing those two together.
Yeah, it's a good contrast between the characters. That's
It
why.
is, yeah. And I can't wait to see more of them together. Okay, let's go with Hulk, because I have a interesting thing about Hulk in this one.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you think of Hulk's backstory in this one? Gladiator, powerful Hulk man.
Well, Hulk is surprisingly talkative.
Because,
He has a rational thought.
exactly, as I've been telling you, Hulk and Banner are two different people. And this one, they portrayed it perfectly. That Hulk and Banner are two different people.
Hulk always just scream. He didn't even say smash. He just scream, punch something, destroy something, scream, punch something, throw something, kick something, scream, pass out, wake up as Banner. That's what Hulk has been all about in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Now Hulk is like talking, like conversing, and making sense. And you're like, what the hell?
I think it's because of what Banner said. You know how Hulk and Banner had a hand on the wheel together?
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of like equal in sharing the body.
Mm-hmm. Who's taking the
So
who's driving the
exactly.
car?
So then, because Hulk was able to fully control the car for that 2 years, maybe he was able to control the mind completely and be able to say what he wanted to say.
As in, like, you're saying that he is the main personality.
At that time, he was the dominant personality. Yes.
What do you mean at that time?
For
Does dominant personality switch things just like bat and pass when you're in a fucking relay race or something?
kind of, but no, it's more like they were sharing it. They're sharing that consciousness. So even though Hulk,
Well, but that can be. There can only be one dominant personality.
not according to Banner,
Doesn't matter what the
not
other.
according to Banner.
I guess Banner's wrong.
I think what he's trying to say, like, even though he transformed into the Hulk, he can still feel like he was there. But in this case,
Wait.
he was completely gone from consciousness, right? Because when he reverted back to human form, he was just like, "Oh, what
You have
happened?"
no idea what's
yeah,
what,
exactly.
right? Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking.
Well, the thing is, like, that's what I'm saying. So that means the dominant personality is Hulk, then,
Yes,
not Banner.
yeah. For those 2 years, yes, I would agree with you. Hulk is the
No, not for 2 years. It's just the key point. Like, provided Hulk could, how to say this, has a better control of his psyche. That means he could, be in Hulk 24/7,
yes,
forever, not just 2 years, forever, because he's a dominant. Interesting.
right.
And I kind of came up with a theory that, like, the reason why Hulk has been incoherent or, like, stupid is because his mind hasn't grow. You know what I mean? As in, like, because now he finally, had a 2-year experience, right? As in, like, he grew up. Now Hulk is like, let's just say 3 years old, right? That's why he could talk. He could, do this kind of stuff because Banner's been Banner for forever,
Yeah.
right? His brain, personality, his thought has developed, but Hulk, on the other hand, has only been there for, I don't know, once in a while, right?
Interesting you say that, because I think in this movie they wanted Hulk to have a childlike personality. So you can kind of see that.
Because he is 3 years old right now.
Yeah, you can kind of see that when he was arguing with Thor. He was acting like a child.
That comes across very well. Yeah, because he is. He's probably like 30-something years old, right?
I see. That's a good theory. That's actually a good headcanon for you. It's canon in your head. That's all that matters. I was gonna say, Hulk's storyline in this movie, it's loosely based off of the Planet Hulk comics. So in this one, Hulk was blasted off to a planet called Sakaar, where on that planet is a gladiator tournament kind of thing. And Hulk and a bunch of other gladiators teamed up and tried to rebel against the higher up guys.
Grandmaster?
Not Grandmaster, I think it was someone else.
No? Oh, I see.
Right? So
So Sakaar is originally run by someone else, not the
I
Grandmaster?
believe so. I haven't read that storyline, so I'm not too familiar with it. But I just know like the basic plot lines of it. So Korg and Meek, those two guys are actually supposed to be part of Hulk's entourage in Planet Hulk. And then Hulk manages to overthrow I think it was like a king So like a Roman times kind of thing, right? So Hulk overthrows the king and he becomes the king of that planet.
Mm-hmm.
So this
And then after that, it's just this Hulk becomes the king of the planet in the end. That's the happy
no,
ending.
he gets sent back to Earth somehow.
Oh,
Yeah, and then he
shit.
gets really pissed off because he wants to go back. Yeah, it's a pretty tragic story to be honest, but it sucks that we're not able to get the real deal because the Marvels will never be able to do a real Hulk movie.
Yeah, I mean, they did once, and because of that, turns out. Whoo!
I would really love to see if they were to do a Hulk movie to focus more on the mental aspect of the Hulk, like the Banner and the Hulk fighting for control.
Well, I mean, I guess. Well, they kind of did it in this movie too, didn't
A
they?
little bit.
Because, like, when what's her name? Black Widow?
Yeah.
Hologram showed
Oh,
up,
yeah.
and then
Oh yeah, and they're trying to fight
the whole time Hulk was just like, okay, no, better, no.
Yeah. I actually like that scene a lot, where you can see him go back human,
Yeah,
go back
I do
big.
too.
Yeah. And it seems like Hulk is bigger in this movie too. Don't you think so? He seems more like
Well, he's growing boy.
yeah, maybe that's why he was trained. He did say he was training, right? Like, so maybe that's why.
Head cannon.
I wish that we got to see more gladiator stuff instead of just that one fight. But again, I'm just like saying I wish we could see more of this, more of that. But it would have been like a completely
Well,
different
things
movie.
like that's the thing, because at this point, Hulk is a very interesting character, right? Because now we've seen the personality, we've seen the intelligence, we've seen him as a character. You know what I'm saying? If now you give more stuff to Hulk interacting with other things, it'll be interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is,
That's why.
in this movie, this is the most we ever seen Hulk versus the other movies, right?
Yeah.
We only see Hulk for like what,
Yeah.
3 minutes smashing shit.
Yeah, slashing shit. No, this one's actually talking.
Yeah,
and
this
stuff.
one is
That's the
speaking his
thing.
mind, speaking his feelings. And then, okay, now we go on to the main dude, Thor, Mr. Thor Odin's son. And
Thor is Thor.
yeah. So I guess this is their explanation as to why they never CGI'd more lightning attacks was because he never truly unlocked it until now.
I guess that's the.
So remember when I said that Hulk was the strongest Avenger at that time?
Mm-hmm.
I think now it's starting to become Thor. Once he unlocked his true potential, now Thor is the strongest Avenger. Now he is the God of Thunder, aka
Not the God of
yes,
Hammer.
God of Thunder, God of Hammer.
He'll still get his hammer later anyway, so oops, spoiler.
No,
sorry.
he doesn't get back his hammer. Yeah, it sucks that their hammer got destroyed.
I don't know. Mjolnir doesn't look that good in this movie anyway.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be like it's an iconic Norse mythology weapon, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. In my image, Mjolnir always looks bloody cooler than a block of steel. So
Fair enough. I do like how they gave him the eye patch to make him look like Odin a little bit. I do like
yeah,
I do like
guess.
how he transitioned into being a king. He finally accepted his, role as guardian. His duty to fulfill.
Well, yeah, but Asgardian is not the planet, right? It's the people.
Yeah, Asgard is not the planet.
Family.
It's all about family. Yeah, so Chris Hemsworth is doing it for family. It's all about family. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but at the end of the day, Thor is Thor. Thor just got stronger. That's what it is.
Yeah,
But he's more.
got powered up.
But he's more fun. He's more free in this movie. He's not like so restrictive. Yeah, I mean, but that at the end of the day, that's all we got to say about Thor. He's the main movie, but
He's the main character, but we got nothing much to say about
I don't know.
him.
Like
Because I don't think he grew as a character.
a little bit, yeah, I would say so.
Well, I guess the only thing, because for me, like the part that shows that he grew up was like mindset wise is that when he's talking to Loki, right?
Yeah,
He's saying you're you and I'm mean, and that's just the way it is. We're different.
I kind of wish they showed a scene where he was just like, "I'm not ready to take the throne yet," and then the dad was like, "You're ready a long time ago," or something like that. I don't know, something to imply like I'm passing the crown to you now, my son, or something.
Nah.
Because in the comics, King Thor looks really sick,
Nah, you gotta show me that.
and Thor as he gets older is supposed to get stronger, just like Odin. So I want to see Thor at his most badass. Long gray beard and eye patch and kicking ass.
Oh shit, King Thor looks old.
Yeah, he's like 15 million
Damn,
years
he
old or
looks
some
sick.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Like I want to see King.
He looks
Thor.
like Odin.
Yeah, exactly. He looks like Odin.
The armor and stuff looks really cool.
But yeah, this is the least amount of change for Thor, if any. Well, no, technically it's the most amount of change for
Yeah,
Thor,
the most.
but it's not that much.
Well, Thor doesn't change. That's why.
I think he has the most change in Endgame, to be honest. But that's like
We're
that's
not there
like,
yet. So
yeah,
I was supposed to like we're not
that's
there
like
yet.
4 movies away. So, but yeah, I think his character arc is in Endgame, not in this one. Yeah.
Well, at least in here we know that now he's the god of thunder. Now Mjolnir's broken, and he's fine with it.
Ah, yes. Also, yeah, that is his change. It's not the hammer that makes him who he is. It's
Yeah.
what's inside that matters.
Inside of the hammer?
Right? That hammer was just used to control his powers. A battery,
Sure.
if you will, to just to channel his energy.
I don't think it's a battery. I think it's more of a baby wheel.
Yeah, or like a lightning rod, kind of. I don't know.
But the thing's like what makes the thing special was not anything but the weight, right? He used Mjolnir as a weight more than as a hammer, I think.
Oh, like they throw it around and such.
No, as in like the fact that people can't lift it up, you know?
Well, it's because he's attached to that hammer because it's enchanted so that pretty much only he can wield it.
But Vision doesn't.
Well, yeah, because he's worthy, right? How many people are worthy in the MCU?
Captain America.
Yeah, Vision and Thor, and maybe Odin. So like literally only 4 people as of right now. No one else can
Well,
even.
Odin's dead, so
Yeah, so no one can even like imagine or think of lifting that hammer.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like more than, how do I say? It's like more than as like a like a baby wheel. It's more of a just like a paperweight. You know what I'm saying?
I would say it's more like an extension of Thor. He sees it as an extension of himself, which is why when he lost the hammer, he felt really depressed about it.
I don't remember he looked that bum though. Does he?
I mean, remember when Korg was talking about it? He was like, "Oh, you had a really intimate relationship with the hammer, and then when you lost it,
Well,
it felt like
because
you
he
were
was-
losing a loved one."
Because did you hear what he's saying? It's like a
It's like a jokey kind of thing, where it's just like, "Oh, haha," it sounds like you got dumped by a girlfriend or whatever, right? But like, that's what it is for Thor. He has that special connection with the hammer because Odin made it specifically for him.
Did Odin make it?
Or whatever, he got the dwarves to make it. You know what I mean? It's like that hammer was just meant for Thor if he was worthy. But I'm not gonna complain because this is the best version of Thor that we've seen.
I'd say yeah. The haircut helps.
Oh yeah, he looks damn sexy with that haircut.
I wouldn't go that far, but your cup of tea.
No, I prefer him. Actually, no. Do I prefer him with long hair? Depends. Because in Endgame they make it look really cool.
Well, don't stop talking about end games when we're not even close to there, you nut job.
I can't help it because we're so close. We're only like 4 movies away.
We're still 4 movie away. That's 4 weeks. That's a month.
Whatever, we'll get there. Okay, so that's all the characters we have to talk about. We actually talked quite a bit for this podcast, for whatever reason.
I'd say.
There's a lot of characters to talk
Yeah.
about. Okay,
Well, it was a good movie.
it is a good movie. We enjoyed it. Okay, so can I tell you my nitpicks for this movie?
Go ahead.
We kind of talked about it already. So Thor's friend who died so easily and forgotten so easily, just gone forever. There's the other one, the skeletons. They just appear out of nowhere like ants. They're just like, where are they coming from? We don't know.
What do you mean?
Remember,
What's
that's
skeleton?
that's what you said. They're nitpicks.
No, I said. What do you mean? You said that. I said that we know where they came from. Like I see where they, especially like on the
No, but then
the ship part. What do you mean?
But then, like as you said, like Heimdall was supposed to be keeping them apart, like keeping them away.
Well,
like,
that's what
him,
I'm saying.
Loki.
The problem was not the ants, not the skeleton. It's the Heimdall. Where is he?
Oh, I see. Okay, so that. Okay, no, 'cause I missed.
That's my nitpick.
I misinterpreted. Okay, so that one's yours. I didn't really care for that one. The other one is when remember on Earth when Thor took a picture with his fans, and Loki was there. Wouldn't they have remembered who Loki was? Shouldn't they?
Well, he was wearing different garbs. He was wearing helmet with this super
So,
curvy.
but like same with Thor. Thor is wearing different different clothes. Doesn't
Yeah,
have
but
a hammer.
he appears in TV and he appears more in media, right?
even Loki was just like, is it a good idea to come back to Earth? I mean, I did try to conquer it, and then Thor's like, we'll be fine. I mean, I'm sure there are people out there who knows what Loki looks like.
Here's the thing, Alex. You're thinking too highly of humanity. Like, here's the thing. Now try walking just random place and then, just ask a random person where Brazil is. Point it at a map. Do you think they'll answer that? Let's go with that. That's what I'm saying.
So you're saying people tend to forget easily, and I have to agree with that
No,
statement.
people don't pay attention.
I agree with that statement.
That's what I'm saying.
Give it 5 years and they'll forget everything. Yeah, I agree.
Pretty much.
I agree. Oh,
5
you
years
got
is
me
a
there.
long ass time.
You got me there.
But yeah, you're overestimating humans slightly too much.
Okay, so that's all my nitpicks, I think.
Yep.
That I can think of anyways.
Mhm.
Okay, so now we're going on to, our usual segments, so which is, does this movie hold up? This movie is 4 years old at this point.
Yeah, I think so, yeah, it is. It's fun. If you never watch it, watch it. It's fun the first time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that old, so yeah, it holds up pretty well. Would you watch it in an MCU marathon?
Yeah, definitely. It's a fun movie. So
I would. I would, and also because of the ending.
which ending?
The ending where they run into Thanos' ship.
Well, you wouldn't know whose ship it is. That's what.
Yeah.
And they're gonna come back to it again at the beginning of the next movie, right?
No. The movie after that.
Right. Sure.
Yeah. You're just like, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean. Yeah, but I would. Yeah, it is a fun movie. So even if you're not, even though you're trying to blast through the MCU, just like to get all the main plot points, I would still watch this because it's a fun movie to watch.
Yeah, it is.
Highly enjoyable. Okay, so
Definitely.
what's your rating for this movie?
I'll give it 7.5.
Ooh, 7.5, eh? I would give this movie 8.25.
You and your fucking convoluted scale.
Because it's better than an 8 for me, but it's not as powerful as an 8.5. So I give it a quarter mark. I don't know.
Whoever's keeping track of this. Good luck.
Honestly, I don't remember any of the scores I given the previous Marvel movies.
Wait till he goes like, oh yeah, this one's gonna be like 8.25 because it's not as good as a 3.5. It's not as good as an 8. Like, what the fuck? Who cares?
Honestly, my score would change if I were to do a tier list and I see all the movies. So this is just like a placeholder mark for now.
Because for me, I'm pretty sure mines are pretty static.
Do you even remember all the scores you gave the previous movies?
No, but probably if I watch it again, I would give the exact same one. Because my scale don't change.
All right. I don't know. Because I feel like the more I watch these movies, the lower the score I would give it.
Well, yes.
All right. So that's all I have to say. What about you, Bosch? Got anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So thank you for listening, everybody. Don't forget to follow us on social media, Twitters, YouTubes, Instagram, Twitch. I don't know when we're going to update those things. We will eventually. We're actually planning to do our first vlog soon-ish.
We are?
Yeah, soon-ish. But we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
First time I heard of it, but all right.
Yeah, that's all I have to say. Bosch, go ahead and do the outro.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. This is Boschka.
This is Alex.
And this is Fool's Odyssey, episode 44. Thank you for listening. See you again next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.